Hey, I don't mean to pick on the Democrats, and obviously I like the fact that they're largely leaderless right now. But if you notice that not only are they leaderless, they don't really have any ideas. I mean, think about this. Even during the election, what was Kamala Harris's economic policy? What was she actually going to do?
One of my guilty pleasures, especially when I'm on the road, are my Doritos.
Oh, what flavor?
Nacho.
Nacho.
Old school, original.
OG.
Come on.
Yeah. OG.
Come on.
Red bag.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right.
Red bag.
That's exactly. Got to have a napkin nearby.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What was she going to do to fix? What are any of them going to do? They're good at saying that they don't like Donald Trump, that they're against everything that he's for. But what do they stand for? President Trump and his administration, if you recall, I've gone through this now, all of the amazing things that they have done to make our lives better, to move America forward, to protect us, to create investment, to make our foreign policy stronger. But in all seriousness, outside of the bloating government that they continue to support, the federal employees that they continue to back who are duplicative or whatever, or the outdated spending that they refuse to cut, they don't have much to offer for the American people.
You think you just fell out of a coconut tree? You exist in the context of all in which you live and what came before you.
And it started to make me think, what are they actually going to do if they got in a majority? What if we, for some reason, didn't keep the majorities? Well, we already know what they're going to do. They are communicating it now. They're going to do what they did the last time. The impeachment card. Here we go again. This is the latest Democratic clown that is leading the Democratic Party back towards impeachment world. Take a look.
President Donald J. Trump has been committing crimes since day one. Bribery, corruption, taking power from Congress, creating an unlawful office in DOJ, violating First Amendment rights, ignoring due process, and finally refusing to abide by a unanimous Supreme Court ruling. Just as I stand here in the House of Representatives.
All right, I don't want to actually sound like I'm mocking or making fun of this guy, because I'm not trying to do that, but I want to be serious for a second. If you can't actually even say House of Representatives, do you deserve to be in the House of Representatives? And I'm not trying to make fun of him, like I said, but if you're going to make a serious charge against someone like that, to talk about impeachment of the President of the United States, then at least sound like you know what you're talking about. Here he is talking about missing the deadline, by the way, for his own impeachment effort. Seriously, this guy is the ultimate clown. Take a listen.
Nobody has said to me, Mr. Thanedar, the 7 articles of impeachment that you presented to the U.S. Congress, they're piece of shit. You know, they're not good.
All right, so I just want to be clear on this. This guy talks about the serious crimes that he thinks Donald Trump has committed, and that his answer is going to be impeachment. And he can't even keep the date straight on when he actually has to act. I mean, I just can't believe this. If you need someone to say it, let me be the first, because I know he thought that no one has said anything against it, although I don't think it's true. They are a piece of, well, you know what, because he said it. This guy, by the way, Shri Thanedar, doesn't even know his own congressional district. That's not, I'm not kidding. Listen to him. He can't identify what he represents in Michigan.
I don't know.
What are the 5 Grosse Points cities?
Well, look, I'm not here to answer a quiz. I'm here to say that I'm going to fight for the people of Detroit. I'm going to fight for my constituents.
And Grosse Pointe
and all of the Grosse Points and all of Taylor and every part of the 13th district.
You heard him. He's here to fight for the people of Detroit. Just can't really tell you where all in Detroit. In 2010, by the way, this guy owned an animal testing lab where more than 170 beagles and monkeys were left behind after his company filed for bankruptcies.
Shri Thanedar got rich running tests on dogs. His research company kept over 100 dogs, testing drugs and chemicals on them, never let out of their cages. When Shri's company went bankrupt, it abandoned the building, leaving the starving dogs trapped in their crates.
Yo, if you're an animal lover, that's who this guy is. The animals were previously used for lab experiments. They were abandoned, locked inside cages of the facility without food or water or any kind of care. Their survival actually depended on the bravery of a former lab worker who broke into the building and provided food and water. But that's who this guy is. He owned a lab where he literally conducted animals testing and then ran out of money and bolted, leaving these beagles, these monkeys, to just die. This guy wants to talk about impeachable offenses. He's committed crimes against humanity, for goodness sake. Here's the team that, by the way, rescued those animals.
Today, we rescued 120 beagles from a lab in New Jersey that had gone out of business.
I don't think that they've actually had their paws on the grass. When I walked in here, it looked like they were walking on eggshells. They were kind of afraid to walk on the grass.
It's okay.
I mean, they've never been outside. That was how he treats animals. It's amazing. This is the guy that the Democratic Party is letting lead this effort. And again, like I said, he doesn't even like a calendar or can't put it in his Google Docs, like his date to do this. Unbelievable. I mean, think about this. That's what they're focused on. In the last, 2 weeks, Donald Trump got all this trade deal done with the UK, a trade deal done with China, $600 billion plus just on the Saudi trip. From there, then he got UAE and Qatar to make additional things. He bringing all this additional investment into the United Nations. He got India and Pakistan to cool down. He's working on other meetings. It is unbelievable. You know, Mr. Thanedar, why don't you go back to being the obscure backbench nothing that you were a week ago?
They're piece of shit.
Well, if you enjoyed this content, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and click the notification bell to get more.